I'm Marvin Cheatham. I'm the president of Matthew Henson Neighborhood Association and a resident here for 71 years. Unfortunately, yes. I think we've reached the point that crime and violence and homicide and open-air drug markets is so much out of kilter that we do need to bring in, on a very limited and real directed basis, is to not bring them here to think what other people are thinking real bad.
Yeah.
We've not had any homicides by National Guard in '68. We've not had any homicides by National Guard in 2015. What we want them to do is to be designated to be in certain areas that are high crime, high drug, open air markets, and just show a presence there. And we think just showing a presence there will reduce the number of people getting shot and the number of open air drug markets. I'm definitely not someone in favor of bringing the military in, but at this point, we don't have enough policemen. We don't have enough community residents to kind of thwart the problem that we have, so we need to get some help. But mine is a three-phase idea. Mine is to bring the National Guard on a special assignment to look in the areas that we have crime and violence and open-air drug markets. The second, I've had, 4 conversations with the sheriff of Baltimore. He has agreed, and they have started sending the sheriff's office to my neighborhood because that was requested by me. And the third thing I think needs to be done, we need to take the youth off of the streets. There needs to be a curfew until crime and violence goes down. We need to get these kids off the street. Now, not necessarily off the streets, but at least not in the street, either at recreation centers, something where they will be actively doing something. But too many of our kids are getting shot and killed, and now it's the senior citizens getting killed. Well, I would say the numbers speak for themselves. 5.5 years ago, we documented 16 homicides in this general area. We did not get any funding from the mayor's office or the health commissioner, who was Dr. Wynn back then, and we told her safe streets need to come cover our area. And she said she don't know why, but it's not in their boundary. So we decided to create our own group of men who go through the neighborhoods late at night and find out what is the talk in the streets and if we can alleviate some of these problems. The second year, and this is 5 years ago, the second year we went down to 8 homicides. The next year, I take the blame. The next year was 8 homicides, but that was the year I had a major stroke, and for 4 months of the end of the year, I was in the hospital. So I take the blame that we didn't go down even further. The next year, we had 2 homicides. This year, we've had 1. We know it's because the community has gathered up some people to help us. The city has done nothing. Safe Streets has done nothing. Ceasefire has done nothing. We Are Us. We Are Us had a rally 4 blocks up the street here. I tried to tell them, you guys don't know West Baltimore. Why are you going 4 blocks up? Why aren't you coming to this neighborhood? I got a big enough prop. We can at least get 100, 150 people here to do get out to the vote and stop killing each other rally. But many of our elected officials are not familiar with our neighborhood. This was a predominantly Jewish neighborhood in the 1940s. And shortly after that, our Jewish brothers and sisters moved up to Park Heights, and this became a black area. And it's been neglected ever since. Since 1950, this has probably been the most neglected area in Baltimore City. Well, the sign is sending a message. It's sending a message here in the 1500 block of McKean, and right around the corner, 1500 block of Monroe. The sign is telling the neighbors in the community, we want this to be the site of the next food market in zip code 17. And, we're claiming this area as a food market.
Yeah. I mean, you have Lidl and Aldi already in the mix.
They're close. They're close. We just need some candidate running for mayor, not mayor, but for governor, to put this on a map. Because we think once one of them comes on board and say, I'm going to address this, we think the rest of them are going to come on board.
Yeah.
And I sent an email out to all the Democratic and Republican candidates this morning, asking them, give us your plan for a food market.
And
I would say Cherry Hill is probably the most neglected area because they are most likely on the island.
Yeah.
And there's no food market anywhere near there.
Yeah.
We're probably the second area, and then East Baltimore near Johns Hopkins is probably the third largest area.
I mean,
we're going to make this an area where we grow fruits and vegetables until we get a food market.
Okay.
And we know this is going to be the talk of Baltimore City.
Oh, yeah.
You know, we built our own park and playground.
Yeah.
We take care of it. And this is all sunflowers, wildflowers, vegetables, fruits in here. We know this is going to be the talk of the neighborhood. And then they're going to finally say, oh, you're the community. Yeah, we're the community. But we need a food market.
Food market. Okay. All right, great.